Okay, I think we should start. I can see that the number of the students is getting smaller and smaller. Okay. I think I should try harder. Good afternoon. How are we? Yeah? No, that's not the answer. How are we? Very good. Last Sunday, I got a haircut. So these days, I run GM's class every Wednesday, and we do record as well. So I upload the recording file to YouTube, and some people watch it as well. So I wanted to look pretty. So I went to a hair salon, and I got a haircut. And after haircut done, I was not very sure if I look good or not. And now I'm very sure, because last 3 days, when I meet you, you say, "Oh, Pa, new hair." Everybody says new hair. Nobody says nice hair. So I'm planning to visit the hair salon and kill the guy. Okay. But I'm still in a very good mood, because even though my haircut was not successful, I got a lot of good comments about last two classes. Yeah? So I received a lot of messages and emails and verbal compliments as well. So I feel very motivated. Yeah? I want to go further. I want to go extra miles to prepare this class. And yesterday I met the owner, one of the owners, and I also got the full support from him. He was saying, what you do for your team is amazing. Yes, so I have support from owner as well. I think we will continue this project every Wednesday. Thank you for joining today. Okay, so welcome back to GM's class. My name is Charles. I am your lecturer today. Today, we were supposed to talk about sales, marketing, and revenue management, plus loyalty program. And I have changed my mind. We are going to talk about only sales, marketing, and revenue management. That's because my knowledge is not up to date. Next week, I have a training with Accor. I was invited by Accor head office to attend training specifically designed for loyalty program. So I think it would be more making sense for me to wait, and after I learn up-to-date information, I will find the opportunity to share hotel loyalty program later. So which means we have more time to talk about sales, marketing, and revenue management, which is good news. Today I'm a bit nervous, because today's class is very different from last week. Last week we talked about only one report, which was super easy. Okay? We spent 1.5 hours for only one report. But today we have a limited time, and we have 3 big topics, and I hope I will make it beneficial for your work and your career. We have a big topics: sales, marketing, and revenue management. Definitions. Park Berry, could you read definition of sales?
Sales are activities related to selling of the number of goods or services sold in a given time period.
Okay, yeah, from Wikipedia. I copy from Wikipedia. Shall we read it all together? Okay, let's go. Marketing is defined as the activity set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Also coming from Wikipedia. Okay, once again, let's read it together. Revenue management is the application of discipline, analytics that predicts consumer behavior at the micro market levels and optimize product availability and price to maximize revenue growth. Again from Wikipedia. What? Do you feel that way? What? Did you understand? Anybody can explain what we just talked about? Who can rephrase the definition of sales, marketing, and revenue management? No idea, right? Yes, me neither. I'm from sales and marketing revenue background, but I have no idea what they're talking about. In my opinion, professional expert is someone who can make something complicated into simple words so that everybody can understand. Today, that's my aim. Hopefully, all of you, even though you are coming from F&B background or front office background or kitchen background, you will be understand the basic things about sales, marketing, and revenue management. Let's see if I can call myself expert. The reason we are confused is because we still focused on what. If you joined my class last week, what is not very important, right? Important thing is why. We should always focus on why, and then it becomes always easier. So why? Why are we doing sales? Why are we talking about marketing? Why are we studying revenue management? Why are we doing it? Why? Everything is about money, right? So we need to start from here. We want to make more revenue. Instead of starting from revenue, more money, if we just focus on sales itself, marketing itself, revenue management itself, it becomes complicated and boring. When I was in the elementary school, so we are talking about 1980 until 1985, I was an elementary school student. I was living in an apartment. In Korea, everybody live in apartment. We don't have houses because it's such a small country. When I was young, everybody used to open the door, gate. Even though it's apartment, nobody close the door. It's all open. So if you go to the entrance of your apartment unit, you can see the next door. Everybody just leave the door open, like a kampung. And I remember when I was very, very little, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, we had a visitor. Someone visiting our house. Okay, sometimes it's my friend's mother from downstairs. But many cases, it was salesperson. So we have a lot of salesperson. There was one gentleman coming to sell books. Okay, lots of books like this. 20 books together. Okay. There was some ladies coming to sell cosmetics. Okay, so she say, okay, to my mother, okay, lie down, I will do makeup. Okay, so try her, and then she eventually make some sales for the cosmetics. Some gentlemen trying to sell toys, some cutleries, knives, even bicycles. We had a lot of salesmen. And I was thinking that's normal. When I was young, I thought, okay, they were supposed to visit my house every 10 minutes. Why they had to do that? Why do you think there were so many salespersons, so salespeople visiting houses one by one? Because otherwise, nobody buys. We are talking about 1980s. So Korea was not a rich country. We didn't have money. We were still developing country. So people are not willing to spend money for something not essential. We spend money for food. We spend money for clothes, but we hardly spend money for books, toys, radio, television. No. That's why you have to send the salespeople to convert your sales. That was when I was very young. I went to high school and I became to realize there's nobody visiting anymore. Nobody coming. All stopped. So high school means I was back in 1989, 1991, yeah? Nobody coming to our house anymore. Why? Why there's no sales people visiting? Because they don't need to. People buy. Korea has become a rich country. People have money. I still remember around that period, there was nobody unemployed. Everybody had a job. Okay? Economy was booming up so quick and rapidly, and everybody has a job, and we spend money together, and business, you open a shop and shop is always full. There was all the good time. So why you have to spend money to hire sales? You don't need to, right? So you just do what? Advertisement, marketing. Okay, so what you need to do is you make an advertisement and then do it for radios, okay, television, or billboard, or flyers. You just send it. And then people will see, oh, I want this. I want to buy this new phone. I want to buy this new radio. I want to buy this toy. And then they buy. Okay? Purchasing power has increased dramatically. That was when I was in high school. And I was just serving military service. So we are talking about 1995, 6, 1994. Sales came back. On the street, there was people trying to attract people to the shop. Please come in. There was lots of ladies coming from insurance company trying to sell the insurance policy. There was lots of gentlemen visiting the office by office to sell cars. What happened to Korea? Why suddenly we had salesmen back? Crisis? Not yet. Crisis was in 1997. So we were still enjoying our economic growth. Business start to have a competition. Before, car was all made by Hyundai. Now we have a Kia, we have a Sangyong, we have a Benz, we have a Toyota, we have a even Samsung has a car. Okay, so Hyundai used to have a monopoly. Now you have a competition. There was no imported car before. So in Korea there was no Benz or American cars. Now we start to have it. So if you want to sell Hyundai, your Hyundai, you have to persuade the people why Hyundai is better than Kia, why Hyundai is better than Sangyong. Okay? Otherwise, you lose your competition. Okay? Same for TV. Okay? Before, all TV were made by Kumsung. Okay? Kumsung means LG. Okay? So LG was selling all the TVs. Now, you cannot do it because now we are starting to import Sony. And Samsung is now developing much better television. And also we are importing Philips. So you have to do sales activity, otherwise you cannot win over your competitors. That's what I was witnessing during that time. Now, a lot of time passed. So what's going on now? We have a lot of things going on. So the times, all the time were easy. We had a sales era, we had a marketing period, and sales came back. Now, it doesn't work that way. We are in a time zone where everybody does everything. Okay, so we have a new concept of social commerce. In case you are not sure about social commerce means you receive the email or text message and it says, only for next 1 week, 50% discount. Okay, so it's a combination of marketing and sales, right? Okay, so That's a social commerce, luxury escape. OTA, online travel agent. Okay, so we have a travel agent only exists on online, internet. We have a SEO, searching engine optimization, searching engine advertisement. We have a display advertisement. We have a meta search. All of this is called digital marketing. So we start to do digital marketing, something didn't exist before. So new concept. And then we have a UGC, user generated content. Okay, so now people start to care about what other people say about this product and service. So before our customer book our hotel, they go to TripAdvisor and check if this hotel is in order. Okay, so we are talking about social media and guest satisfaction survey, Google, TripAdvisor. So I developed one term, quality transparency. Before, if you think clearly, sales and marketing activity is kind of manipulation activity. You say, this is fantastic product, and you have only 24 hours. If you lose this opportunity, this deal is gone. So you have to buy from me now. And marketing is the same. You put beautiful photos, beautiful music, and then create a beautiful scene, and people feel attracted, and then eventually manage to spend money on the product which you do not really need. So sales and marketing is not really transparent. It's a perception, it's a created image or value. Nowadays, it doesn't work that way. If a hotel doesn't have a good room, if a hotel doesn't have a good breakfast, if a hotel doesn't have a good service, everybody knows. Because people leave comments and people read them. Okay? So in that sense, I call it quality transparency. The reason it became very, very complicated is because of one thing. And I will try to explain what happened. Marketing has a 4P. If you attend basic marketing class in many different places, we always talk about 4P of marketing. Marketing has 4 different factors we need to play with. First one is called product. We have a promotion, we have a price, and place. And marketing is within this range. So how we are going to play with these 4 different factors of marketing in order to maximize activities of sales. That is marketing. This has been going on for a long time, and just recently it has changed. For one of the factors, the place. If we check the definition of place in marketing, it says like this. Place means providing the product at a place which is convenient for consumers to access. This is a definition of place in terms of marketing. So when you try to sell something, it's very important where your store is, where your market is. Okay? So if you manage to get a nice location in front of the tube station or in front of a train station, you have a better chance to have a good sale. Okay? If you have a restaurant in front of a university or high school, you have a better chance. So place was one of the very important factors in terms of marketing activity. Now, even in situation where the actual transaction doesn't happen on the web, the initial place potential clients are engaged and converted is online. Which means now importance of place has become minimized. Okay? People now doesn't go to bookstore, they go Amazon to buy a book. You go to Shopee, so you buy things from Tokopedia. So the location of the shop is less important than 10 years ago. So because of that, the place is now replaced by new term called distribution. So distribution includes not only place but all the channels in order to promote your product. Once again, it becomes a bit what? Becomes what? When we feel it's what, we need to go back to why. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to why. At the end of the day, everything we do in sales, marketing, and revenue management is all about revenue. So let's go back to revenue. When we talk about sales activity, marketing activity, we make a lot of mistakes. For example, your GM asks you, okay, can you come up with an action plan to increase your revenue? You come up with a new menu, you come up with a new promotion, you come up with a new design. That means you are focusing on what? You are focusing on one by one, each unit. Never thinking about why. Why is very simple, revenue. We want to create revenue. So we need to remember what revenue is. Revenue is very simple. Equals price times number of sales. This is principle. It is not my opinion. Revenue is always, price means we can say average check, could be average room rate, it doesn't matter, but we call it price. Okay? Revenue equals always price times how many we sold. That's it, nothing else. If we remember this, now it becomes clear when you make an action plan or strategy. If you don't remember this, it becomes so wide. I highlighted number of sales, right? So, okay, we now understand revenue is price times number of sales. So let's go in. We have to increase market size. For example, let's say every Saturday, 1,000 family visit Bogor. Okay? 1,000 family visit Bogor. We have a 10 hotel. Okay? So theoretically, each hotel will accommodate 100 families, right? 100 families, 100 families, 100 families. It is called fair share, fairly shared. Okay, so theoretically, we are supposed to have a 100 family. What's going to happen if we have suddenly 2,000 family visiting Bogor? Our number of sales will go up. Very obvious, right? Yes. So one way to increase revenue, one way to increase number of sales is to increase market size. Problem is, market size is not under our control in usual cases. You need support from government, you need support from airlines, you need support from local authorities, you need a lot of different support in order to play with market size. For example, my previous hotel, Lombok, just before I joined the Hotel Lombok, there was a big news. One of the direct flight from Australia to Lombok was terminated. In the case, size of the market will be dramatically decreased. This is something you cannot really control, but we need to remember that size of the market matters. There's another way to increase the number of sales. We can decrease competitions. So once again, same scenario. We have a 1,000 family visiting Bogor every Saturday. Currently, we have 10 competitors. And if we can reduce 10 hotels into 8 hotels, it's very obvious that we will have more business. How do we do that? What we can do is creating unique selling point. Something the other hotel doesn't have. If you have something others do not have, you have a better chance to have a less competition, right? So that is something under our control to decrease competition. Last one. Last way to increase the number of sales is to increase unit market share. I on purpose put unit. Okay, you can say just market share. The reason is last week we talked about market share. We talked about MPI, ARI, and RGI. I do not want you to get confused. Here, this market share is general term of marketing. So market share means how many percent of the total business we have. So if there's a 1,000 family visiting Bogor on Saturday, if we have a 100 family with us, that means our market share is 10%. So this one is a little bit different concept of market share than hotel market share. So if we, instead of having 10% of market share, if we can increase 10% to 15% or 20%, we will have more customers, right? Okay, that's another way to increase number of sales. Now you can see I highlighted unit market share. So there should be a way to increase unit market share. In order for us to increase unit market share, we can do, first of all, we can increase number of prospects. In hotel jargon, it is called leads. What it means is this. We have a sales team. Yeah? We have more than 10 people working in sales. They go out every day, right? Why? Why they go out? They have only two reasons. First reason is this, to increase the number of prospects. We visit companies, we visit accounts, we visit government office. Why? Because hopefully when I go there, they will say, by the way, we have an event next week. By the way, we have an event next month. Maybe I should stay, give it to you. We have a better chance to get some leads, business leads. Okay? That's why we have sales team. So sales team should always interact with the bookers and account managers. We should not only visit, we should always chat. Okay? Just say good morning. I just wanted to say good morning. Okay? Okay? By saying good morning, maybe she will say, by the way, I have a business for you. Okay? We should get connected with Facebook. And you say, click like. And what a beautiful photo. I love it. Okay? And then the booker will hopefully say, thank you for comment. By the way, I have a business for you. That's what our sales team is doing. Okay? Creating rapport, relationship to increase the number of prospects. There's a second thing we can do to increase unit market share. That is also sales team's job. To increase conversion rate. Conversion rate means out of limited leads, prospects we receive, how many percent is confirming into business. That means conversion rate. Okay? Let's say we received 100 group leads. 100 bookers contacted us saying that, what is your rate? What is your availability? Okay? And then we send our quotation, right? Sometimes we are full, we cannot send. If we have rooms available, we send our best rate. And then out of 100, let's say we confirm 50 bookings. It means our conversion rate is 50%. So instead of 50%, if our conversion rate becomes 60%, our unit market share will be going up. So once again, our lovely sales team will try their best to confirm the booking when they have a lead. Later you will realize that it's not only sales activity, we can do something else to increase conversion rate. For example, guest satisfaction score or TripAdvisor ranking could also help. Okay, now I'm gonna share some examples of sales and marketing activities. Okay, now I related each activity with what we just talked about. So if you remember, we had a certain way to increase revenue, right? Revenue equals price times number of sold, right? Number of sale. And number of sale is very easy. We increase our market share, okay? And then market size. Okay? Market share, how can we increase market share? We increase number of the leads, prospects, or conversion rate, right? So I'm going to share some of the real examples I utilized from previous hotels and this hotel to make you feel more easier to understand. This one is market size. Okay. Novotel Lombok applied for one award, which was called Best Halal Resort in the world. And we won it. So we won the prize. And then after we won the prize, what we did was we advertised to the all the Middle East and also local market to let them know that if you come to Novotel Lombok, you will be able to enjoy the halal food and everything is halal, and this resort is customized for halal guests. So which means our market size became bigger. This is the award we were receiving. I was so busy, so Park Adi represented the hotel. Another example, Korean market. Because of my nationality, I'm always interested how much business we have from Korean market. So when I went to Novotel Lombok, I checked. And I realized that we had a 265 room night in 2014. I joined Novotel Lombok in 2015. So I was trying to find out why our production from Korean market is so low, even though it is like a paradise. Lombok is a paradise, perfect for the honeymooners. And I realized that most of the Korean people do not know Lombok. They only know Bali. And Bali, we had a huge market. So what I was thinking was, okay, if I can utilize my marketing tools to inform the market that we have Lombok as well as Bali, we will be able to get maybe 1% of the market, which is huge. So I did a business trip to Korea. I met with 16 different travel agencies. We created some package for the honeymooners. And then I hired a Korean GRO as well, who can speak Korean and interact with the Korean customers. And then this is the result. In 2015, 516 room night. 2016, 1,236 room night. This one is not coming from conversion rate. Okay, this is not coming from market share. This is coming from increase the size of the market. Next example we are very familiar with. So this is from Novotel and Ibis Style Bogor. What we did was this. If you think our concept, something we have as a novice, which other hotels do not have, is number of rooms. We have almost 400 rooms in novice. Our concept has maximum 150, 160, some hotels 120, 30. So it's very obvious we have less competition for the big hotels. Unfortunately, in 2016, 17, we didn't utilize this unique selling point where we didn't sell our property as a complex, as a cluster. So we decided to do that from 2018, and then this is the result. Year 2017, our novice package, cluster package, was only 3,000. We managed to increase 7,400. Okay? In terms of revenue, from 5 billion to 12 billion, only because we utilize our unique selling points. Another thing is conversion. Conversion will be impacted by a few different factors. Sometimes price is too high, too low. Sometimes quality is too high, too low. Sometimes availability. We have a lead, they are willing to stay with us, but we don't have rooms. That is also having negative impact on our conversion rate. By playing as a cluster, we have 400 rooms, we have a less chance to say, sorry, we don't have rooms. If we do not have a room in Novotel, we say we have a room in Ibis. If we do not have a room in Ibis, we have a room in Novotel, same as banquet. We have a 6 banquet room in Ibis. Novotel has a 16 banquet room. Total, we have a 22 banquet rooms. So it's almost impossible to say we have sold all of 22 banquet rooms. So as a cluster, we have a better chance to have a better conversion. Next example is called family room. Family room is new product I created for Novotel Lombok. Novotel Lombok's configuration of the room is exactly same as Novotel. So there's a long corridor, and then each room, in order for you to get into the room, you need to turn right or left, which has a small corridor. And then inside the small corridor, you have 2 rooms facing each other. Novotel Lombok same. So what we did was we created main door between long corridor and small corridor. So now you can sell 2 rooms together, and we call them family room. Okay? Not just created the main door, we also created room type in TAS, and we uploaded it as a family deluxe room, family superior room. Okay? And then pricing was 10% cheaper than combination of 2 rooms. And then this is what happened. So we start to sell that new room type from April 2015. You can see it's going up 1,200, and then 2016 we sold 1,900 and plus another 481. So we sold almost 2,500 room nights from this newly created room. So why it worked? First of all, competition. In Lombok, not many hotels have family room. So if you are family of 4, family of 5, I have a father, mother, I have 2 kids, 3 kids, it's very obvious you're looking for something for family. And then when you see the name, family room, oh, you feel like I want to stay here. So we had a less competition by creating unique selling point. We had a better conversion, of course, because conversion means price versus value. So if you decrease the price or if you increase the value, your conversion usually go up, except for one occasion, okay, which is called the designer shoes and designer bag. If you drop the price for designer shoes and bags, usually sale drop as well. Okay? You have to sell high price because the exclusivity is everything for the designer brands. Anyway, so here what we did was we play with the competition and also conversion rate, and then we created this additional revenue and room night for the hotel. Another example, this time is online. So if you are not familiar with, public direct means accorhotels.com, and indirect means online travel agency bookings. Okay. So you can see year 2016, 18,900, year 2017, 23,000. This is coming from Pullman Kuching, and you can see the only from January until October, room night generated is 4,000 higher than previous year. Okay. How we did it? We did, first of all, we found out there was some room types not uploaded for OTA, which means Pullman Kuching has 5 different room types. Unfortunately, only standard room was available on OTAs. Okay, so what we did was, no, it's not correct. We have to sell everything online. Okay, that's the first thing we did. We did SEM and display. Before, we didn't spend any money for digital marketing. So now we start to spend SEM, searching engine marketing, and also display marketing. Third one is TripAdvisor ranking was, in 2016, TripAdvisor ranking was number 8. And then next year, we managed to increase the ranking to number 4. Okay? RPS score was increased by 5 points between 2 years. So why it is helping? Because do you really want to stay in the ranking 8 hotel or ranking 4 hotel? It's very obvious. We have a better chance to convert the booking if our TripAdvisor ranking is number 4 instead of number 8. What about RPS? Why RPS is helping us to have a more booking? Because we can create repeat guests. High RPS means guests were happy. And we have a better chance for them to come back. Okay? Which will be in direct booking or online booking. Okay? So, because of these activities, we managed to increase number of the leads. Okay? Number of the leads was increased by all room type loaded, right? And then also we increased conversion. And then we had a great result. Another one is called WOW inspection. This report is coming from November 2017. Okay, so this is the list of MICE bookings from Pullman Coaching. In 2017, we had 13 groups. You can see that the number of cover is different from our hotel. This is a convention. This is a real MICE hotel. Okay, so number of the participants is 1,200, 1,300, 800. Yeah? Okay, big event. I checked the conversion rate of Pullman Coaching and realized it was 25%, which means in order for us to confirm 10 bookings, we need 40 leads. We have 40 business leads and we only confirm 10. The other 75% are all gone. That is shame, right? So we had to develop a way to make sure that once you come and have a look at the hotel, once you ask for our room price, you have to book us. That's how we come up with the concept of WOW inspection. So before, inspection was very simple. The customer, the PIC arrived, or maybe the salesman greet. Yeah, thank you for coming. Okay, let me show you around. Okay, so we see the room, we see the banquet room, and then maybe you sit down and have a lunch together and bye-bye. That was the inspection, right? And we changed the program dramatically. On arrival, guests open the door and come into the lobby. We have 40 people, 50 people waiting, and we start to dance. That's how I come up with the flash mob. Okay? That was how flash mob was born in the beginning. So you come for the inspection and then you see the dance. You're surprised, right? So you have a fantastic first impression. You are now already in a very good mood. Some people say after flash mob, let's sign. Some of people say that. And that's not the end. After flash mob, okay, the GM greet, and we go upstairs to the executive lounge with a beautiful view. Okay, we provide a customized welcome drink served by the ladies wearing the Sarawak traditional clothes. Sarawak has 4 different tribes, main tribes, and then we ask the 4 different ladies wear different customs, okay? And then we explain what is this, the clothes, what's the meaning of this clothes, okay? So people are amazed. And then we show the room, which is spotless, very clean, well prepared by housekeeping. And then when we go to the ballroom, we play one video we already prepared. And that video is a greeting video, welcome video. Okay, so all of the team members say, hi, welcome to Pullman Coaching. Thank you for coming for inspection. We hope you were impressed by our service and product. Hopefully, you will give us opportunity to serve you. Okay, 25% conversion rate increased to 40% next year. So out of 10 business leads, we confirm 4 instead of 2.5. Okay, so that's one typical example of conversion rate increase in order for us to have a high market share. Another example. This is a VIP, long stay VIP card we created at Pullman Coaching. It says long stay VIP pass. The bearer of this pass is entitled to 50% off for all spa treatment, 30% off on all food and beverage outlet, buy one get one free at the bar. Okay? We didn't start with what, we start with why. we look into this market called long stay market. We knew that there was some business guests who stay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, even 1 year. And then we analyze what they need. Apparently, they have a low budget, okay? Because they stay for 1 year. How can you pay 2 million per night? Impossible, right? Okay? So they have a low budget. And they require kitchenette. They have to cook, right? You cannot eat expensive food every day. You need laundry. Okay? Because your family is not there, you have to do laundry yourself. Okay? And you require entertainment. You stay for 3 months, you stay for 6 months. If there's no entertainment, it's so boring. You are alone. You don't have your family with you. Okay? And you require well-being. Okay? Because this is becoming your daily life. Yeah? This is not just business trip. You are living there, so you need well-being to take care of your health and mental health. So from this analysis, we created this. We give special corporate rate only for long-staying guests. So we have a contract for the corporate account, right? Okay. Only in case the guest is staying for 1 month or longer, we give a huge discount. So instead of, let's say the corporate rate is 1 million, 1 million becomes just 700 per night. It's still a lot of money because they stay for 5 months, 6 months. We cannot create kitchenette, right? It's impossible. The room doesn't have a kitchen. So what we did was we gave 30% discount for all food menu item, including a la carte. So you don't need to go out. You feel very easy. Your room is upstairs. You just come to the downstairs. We have a Chinese restaurant. We have a buffet restaurant. We have a bar. It doesn't matter where you go. You just pay 70%, 30% discount. Complimentary laundry up to 5 pieces per day. So you don't need to worry about laundry. We will do all the laundry for you. Okay. All day happy hour. So we have a bar, and hotel bar is usually expensive. But with this card, you can have buy one, get one all day. Okay. Sounds familiar? We are doing it. Okay. Swimming pool, fitness, plus 50% discount for spa. So we have a fitness club. So fitness club is of course free, but plus if you take massage, spa treatment, it's 50% discount. So we are making our service and product customized, suitable for this specific market. Why? So that we can increase market share. Instead of staying in Hilton, instead of staying in local hotel, they will come and stay in Pullman because of this. This is the result. Okay? So we start to sell this from March. Okay, first month 52, 101, 202. Okay, so eventually I left Pullman coaching in November, so I don't have a production. Okay? So eventually we generated 2,650 room nights, which didn't exist before. Okay? That was only possible because we understood revenue equals number of sold times price. Okay? We start from why. Now, the last example of sales activity is the villas at the Hotel Lombok. Who has been to Lombok? Okay. Lombok has more villas than hotel. There are lots of villas. Okay. And what I didn't know before was Booking.com has another website called villas.com. Okay. And villas.com is only for villas. Okay. Novotel Lombok has 25 villas. Okay. And this villa was on sale on Booking.com or normal website, approach.com, as one room type, villa room type, like a suite. Okay. So, apparently, when guest wants to book villa, they will not go to Booking.com. They will go to villas.com, where you cannot find our villa for Novotel Lombok. So, we contacted villa.com and asked how we can put our villa there. And then they said, you need to create new name of the hotel, and then we can upload your hotel into village.com. So we created new property called the Village at Novotel Lombok. So now, if you go to village.com and check, there's a new hotel called the Village at Novotel Lombok. Okay? If you go to booking.com, you have a Novotel Lombok. And this is the result. You have 2015, so we started from July, 122 room nights, and then eventually next year, 2016, we created 391 room nights. Okay? And that is almost 1 billion rupiah. That was only possible because we understood that we can increase our market share by utilizing new channel. That's it for sales and marketing. Hopefully you can see what we are supposed to do when we talk about sales, when we talk about marketing. Okay? Marketing and sales was considered as a complication. We thought it was something we can understand. This is something very sophisticated, but it's not true, right? We just need to remember the formula. Sales and marketing is all about money. How can we make more money? We just make sure we increase the price or we increase number of sales. How do we increase number of sales? We either increase size of the market or we increase our market portion, market share. How do we increase market share? Okay, we could increase number of the prospects, leads, or conversion rate. That's it. So next time, when I ask you, can you come up with your sales action plan? You need to put first title, to increase what? Is it to increase conversion rate? Or is it to increase market size? Or is it to increase number of prospects? And then you come up with an action plan. If there is no objective, how can you make an action plan? Impossible, right? So it becomes now easier, hopefully.